Hey, it's DJ from csvape.com. Today we're going to be talking about the new Minikin 2 by Asmodus. The Minikin 2 by Asmodus. The Minikin is back with new features that may surprise most. It carries an increased maximum power output of 180 watts and now features a newly designed touchscreen made possible by the all-new GX 180 HT chip, which brings you a new curve mode. The Minikin 2 features a redesigned body that was focused on being a lot more comfortable in your hand. The USB port has been relocated to the front of the device and 15 ventilation holes have been incorporated to the base of the device to allow for maximum heat dissipation. All right, so we got the Minikin 2. Now, a lot of folks are familiar with the original Minikin. It did have a complete different shape. It was more of like a square versus a triangular shape. Also, they were familiar with the USB port being on the side of the device. The USB port is now on the front. Now, I really do recommend on this device to charge the batteries externally. The USB port should be only used for firmware updates, okay? Just keep that in mind. Now, this device, you can tell it literally only has one physical button. Kind of reminds you of an iPhone, right? Because it is touchscreen. So you have the physical button here, which does say Asmodus on it, and then you have the screen itself. Now this screen, in order for you to activate it, if you can tell, if I tap it, nothing's gonna happen because you have to slide to unlock. This is literally similar to an iPhone. I'm just kidding, but it's the same concept. So you have the physical button and then you have the screen itself. So in order to unlock this, you do have to slide down on the screen. And then it does show you the options. You have the res, which is resistance. This is only to be used in temperature control mode. It's not gonna be used in wattage mode. This is basically telling the device on what resistance to read the coil at based on the temperature of the actual coil itself. Now we're gonna go ahead and slide to unlock it one more time. And in the middle you have mode. Now if we tap on mode, you have power, coil, TCR, and TFR. So these are pretty much just the different actual modes. Power mode is wattage. I actually tapped the coil instead, but the coil, just so I can show you, the coil mode tells you, or you can choose what type of coil you're actually using, and this will be for temperature. You have nickel 200, you have SS316, SS317, titanium, and then of course return to the home screen, or to the previous menu. In the power mode, it just tells you wattage or curve. Now curve is basically a feature that is supposed to simulate temperature control, but staying in wattage mode. Now basically how it works is you would set a specific wattage for the device to start off at. For example, say you have a device or a build that you normally use at 80 watts. You would have it start, say, at 90 watts to kind of get that ramp up time going, and then you would have it kind of drop down to level out, and then kind of, at the end of your duration of you holding the button, it can cool off, at a lower wattage. So it's kind of like imitating a temperature control feature, but it's not quite temperature control. So just be mindful, you still have a chance of burning your wick. So just play around with it, find what's comfortable for you, and then just stick with that. So let's go and unlock the screen again. Okay, and at the bottom you have setup. When you tap on setup, it does have the logo that kind of looks like a sun. This is really for contrast, but in reality, it's just to change the brightness. So we tap on that, and we would tap on the arrows up and down to change the brightness. You can go from 1 all the way up to 10. Solidify it with the firing button, and it goes back to the home screen. Now let's go and slide it open once more. Under setup, you have the middle section, which is the puff limit. Now you can set a puff limit if you'd like. That's for people who want to really regulate themselves and discipline themselves on how much they're going to hit their device. Otherwise, just leave it at 0,000, and it should not limit you at all. Slide it unlock one more time. Under setup, on the bottom, it looks like you have a trash can logo. Now this is just to clear your puff count if you do have a puff count limiter setting on it, okay? Other than that, go back to the home screen, slide to unlock. And then you can go ahead and actually change the wattage itself by tapping the negative and plus signs. Remember, this can go up to 180 watts, so that's more than enough power to power any atomizer you plan on putting on it, whether it's a rebuildable or a sub-tank of some sort. You can absolutely put it on this device. Once you've set your wattage, you hit the home, or the home button, iPhone, right? Yeah, you hit the firing button, it will go back to the home screen. Now, if you notice, it does have dual battery meters. This is gonna be reading each individual battery itself, so you have to make sure that you have your batteries matching, married from the time of purchase, use them together, charge them together. There is no excuse not to. You have the resistance to the right of that, and then you have your voltage equivalent below that as well. Now for the, on the lower right-hand corner, right above the power, you have the seconds. This is gonna count the amount of seconds you hold the button, and the cutoff is 10 seconds. All right. It does come in your option of black and purple. I don't have a purple with me right now, I'm so sorry, but it does come in that option. You can check out the Minikin 2 and other Asmodus products on csvape.com. My name is DJ. We're here to help you switch the habit.
Switch the habit at csvape.com.